In the news today, it's finally going to happen. The old banking system fell apart, and a new one rose up in its place. In public view, though, the news just came out that officials closed the Philadelphia-based Republic First Bank, making it the first bank failure of the year. Pay close attention. It's very important to know for sure that the Republic First Bank has been taken over. For once, Wall Street did not help out. They had to let the bank fail. The shocking part, though, is the language first U.S. bank failure this year, which suggests that there could be more to come. You have been told many times that this is where we are going. This group of people from the International Monetary Fund told you that the switch is already coming. Watch out for it. The move has already been made. The banks are falling apart and being destroyed from behind. Made by XRP and Ripple. This movie from the IMF is being shown to you because the IMF just put out a new paper this month, April 2024, that talks about CBDCs and how Ripple Labs is helping countries issue CBDCs. That's exactly what the paper says. This is cutting-edge technology that Ripple is building all over the world, which is making banks unnecessary. It's clear that banks are now stuck with this new money system, which is controlled by CBDCs and Ripple with XRP. This panel from Monica Long, president of Ripple, talks about the most interesting, or if you prefer, funny parts of all of this. For starters, crypto-friendly banks like Silicon Valley Bank, Silvergate, and Citrabank went out of business to try to stop crypto's rise, but it didn't work, and it looks like times have changed since then. The switch has been turned on, and rules are now more close than ever. It is obvious that Ripple will destroy the old banking system. Because it's fast, you can send, move, and trade different kinds of value around the world very quickly and easily. That's why we used it for payments. Yes, that's exactly what you need, a cheap and clear way to send money across the border between Canada and the US. That is the exact issue we want to address. Our business and network have grown the most in places where it's been easy for licensed financial institutions, who are our users, to understand how to use a crypto rail. That includes places like Europe, Singapore, and Dubai. In Europe, 27 countries work together to create micro-regulation, a standard way to handle crypto assets. In the US, on the other hand, different governmental agencies are fighting over who gets to control what. The IMF is one of the world's in charge. They are in charge of setting the rules for the world, and Ripple is on their side. Or to be more accurate, the IMF is on Ripple's side, but they aren't the only ones. The World Economic Forum, which is another huge organization, also put out a new report on CBDCs. It's called Modernizing Financial Markets with Wholesale CBDCs, and James Wallace, Vice President of RippleX, Central Bank Engagements and CBDCs, and Paul Wong from Stellar are two of the people who helped write it. So far, Stellar, Ripple, and XRP have all talked about CBDCs and the changes that are being made to the new money system. That's not all, though. In this post from XRP Drops, Lauren Beliv from Ripple talked with Omfi about the technical and legal requirements for making central bank money work with newer devices. They are at the center of all the changes in money right now, and once the big banks are fully on board with the new system, XRP will go through the roof in value. This boom is from the video Ripple. As CEO of xrp+ripple, remember that xrp+ripple just turned BlackRock's money market fund into a token on Hedera HBAR. Graeme Ruther, the CEO, said that the trade volume of XRP could reach $30 to $50 trillion. You should not miss this. 30 to 50 trillion XRP, all the trade takes place on xrp+ripple. Let's go. Find my first predictions. There are, however, 1.4 quadrillion things on the market as a whole. You can see that all of those types of assets are already starting to move on to the blockchain. People are becoming more interested in money market funds, tokenized treasuries, and other similar instruments. Support for stable coins is also growing. If you want to replace cash, I see DTCC, Euroclear, and Clearstream. For just one of them to go fully digital, that's trillions of dollars worth of assets that could grow to tens of trillions. With 1.4 quadrillion, this is still a very small part of a very large market. 30 to 50 trillion XRP, all the trade takes place on xrp+. There you have it, $50 trillion. Ripple Twitter will play the session again in 2 years. The crash is just the first step in a chain of events that are happening right now. This change is now being seen by everyone. This will be seen by everyone, and they will all be scared. That's why we might see a huge speed up. And it's clear that XRP and Ripple are a big part of both destroying it and rebuilding it, along with other projects like Hedera HBAR, who are now partnered with BlackRock and Stellar, as I showed you here from the World Economic Forum. In this interview, Stellar CEO Danielle Dixon talks about how important stablecoins are going to be for everyday financial services, which is especially important because if someone drops a bombshell, pay close attention. As for those who don't know, Stellar is a public, independent blockchain. It works quickly, can be expanded, and will last. It was built to handle payments and the release of assets, as well as financial goods and services. It gives makers smart contract features and a protocol that works best for payments. It was made to keep fees low and transaction speeds fast enough to keep up with growing use. It was made for fiat-backed assets like stable coins, and we were doing it in 2014 long before that was even a word. That's because the network was designed to move money around like email, and the idea of tokenizing secure stable assets has always been at the heart of that design. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.